Was there ever a point where you had to put money out of your personal bank account now back into the business because you wanted to either expand or something was going wrong?
One time early, I had a bookkeeper that did not pay the IRS. And I was away on a vacation, a little tiny weekend vacation, and they called me, and the IRS is standing at the front door of the office.
Are you serious? They were at the office?
I had a heart attack.
Oh, my God.
Dave Ramsey didn't pay his taxes. I was ready to kill everybody involved. Unbelievable. That was a long time ago. It was decades ago, but still, it still brings back a memory, you know.
Yeah,
so I had to pull, I don't know, 20 grand or something out of the thing and pay the bill right then from long distance. I had to wire it up, move it around while I was gone, get them away from the front door. And then I had to fire a bookkeeper. But, it was, God, I was so stupid. But, I've done so many dumb things and survived, man. It's unbelievable. But that's the only time I've actually put personal money. Once I move it home, we're pretty secure because we've got the continuous funding of retained earnings here. So I've always had a cash buffer here. So I think that's probably the reason in general. But this was before I even did that. So this was a while back.
The reason why I asked that question is because, you've grown so big, but you don't take on debt to grow the business.
Right.
I don't believe you have investors in the company.
Not a one. No.
So that means in order to grow this company, you've taken just the profits, reinvested back in, and even you weren't investing your own capital to grow it faster. You were just like, let's take this business and we'll grow it at the speed of the business, at the speed of profits, as opposed to keep dumping more of your own money in.
It's not venture capital money. It's not outside money. It's obviously not bank money. I mean, it's just organic profits, and we just roll the majority of them back in. And, today, it's kind of ridiculous because a small percentage of our profits gives me and Sharon an unbelievable life.
Right.
And we can just, then what are you going to do with the rest of it? I can pull it out, buy real estate with it. I can buy, I can dump it in mutual funds, or I can dump some of it back in here, and I kind of do all three.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to ask you a question I think I know the answer to, but why don't you just sell the company now and just live life and travel the world?
Because I can live life and travel the world without selling it. So, for one thing. The second thing is that what drives us here is not it's not a pure financial transaction. What drives us here is the meaning that me and our family and our team gets from changing people's lives. And so this company's owned by God as far as we're concerned, and it's here to bless other people. And so it's been handed off already. 99% of it's already in the kids' names from an estate planning standpoint. I only own 1% now.
Oh, wow.
But I own the only voting stock. So so there you go. It's just an estate planning trick. I mean, we just moved the value off early, years ago, but while we still could. And then someday I'll hand that 1% over prior to death or at death, either one. But my wife will not. She's taken care of otherwise.
Wow, that's amazing, and I love how open you are about this, because you show people so many different steps of the path. Whether you're in debt, in credit card debt, trying to get out, how do you go from zero to something? How do you go from there to wealth, and now to just extreme levels of wealth of what you're doing with that, which is I think so powerful for a lot of people. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to watch the entire conversation, all you got to do is click that button right over there. And for those of you who want to stay up to date on the top finance and business news, you can join Market Briefs, my free financial newsletter, by clicking that button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.